Hi, hope you're doing well. I did my leadership analysis over John F. Kennedy. He was our 35th President of the United States of America, and he was the youngest president ever elected into office. He was married to Jacqueline Kennedy, and together they had 4 children. John F. Kennedy was a man that had a lot of passion for America. He was assassinated in Dallas, Texas in 1963. Throughout my speech, I will use several quotes from him that I think myself as well as you can see the type of leader he was through his words. One of my favorite quotes from John F. Kennedy is this: "Change is the law of life, and those who look only to the past or present are certain to miss the future." And I think that is very true. Another quote from John F. Kennedy that I like is this one: "A world of law and free choice, banishing the world of war and coercion." President Kennedy wanted a world that saw everyone equal. During his presidency, he had a situation where African Americans were not allowed into the college, and he sent the National Guard down to the University of Alabama and allowed those students to go to school where the governor was not allowing them in. And he thought that education was very important to everyone, and that everyone should have the right to get an education. Through this, John F. Kennedy was trying to model the way for all Americans, that he wanted everyone to realize that African Americans, as well as white people, fought for our freedoms, and they should have the same rights as everyone else. Another quote from John F. Kennedy is this one: "I believe this nation should commit itself to achieving the goal before this decade is out of landing a man on the moon and returning him safely to Earth." This is a goal that not only John F. Kennedy wanted, but he shared this with a lot of Americans. Through this, John F. Kennedy had courage and faith in America that they could achieve anything. This had never been done before, but he had faith in America that we could achieve it. He was actually assassinated before we could achieve that goal, but he did. It did happen. It took a lot of determination, I think, as a president to achieve a goal that had never been done before, and it took a lot of work from everyone. And together, all Americans shared this goal. And President Nixon was actually the one to follow out John F. Kennedy's goal. And through this, he was trying to inspire a shared vision. Another quote from John F. Kennedy is: "For the final analysis, our most basic common link is that we all inhabit this small planet. We all breathe the same air, we all cherish our children's future, and we are all mortal." This was regarding the nuclear war and weapons. He was trying to challenge the process because he thought that the threat of nuclear war in the future was not safe for our children, and it wasn't moral. So this led him to sign the Partial Nuclear Ban Treaty, and then the signing of that led to the signing of the Non-Proliferation Treaty. I think this shows exactly what kind of leader President Kennedy was. He looked for the future. He was not only worried about the present and what was going on, but he thought about the future long after he was gone. And he knew that nuclear war would be a threat to others in the future. Another quote from John F. Kennedy is: "Ask not what your country can do for you, but ask what you can do for your country." I think this is a very common quote that most everyone knows. Through this, he was enabling others to act. He wanted Americans to get involved in their community and see what kind of change they could make. President Kennedy wanted the American people to let their voice be heard, and they wanted America to act in a way that would help our country. Another act that showed that John F. Kennedy was a great leader was the development of the Peace Corps. Through this, he was trying to encourage the heart. Through the Peace Corps, it's a program where Americans can go over to different countries and speak to others, educate them, provide aid, help them build homes, schools, and things like that. President was a man of peace and unity. He didn't want tension between tension in America or tension between America and other countries. And he thought through this that this would be a great way to build relationships with other countries and people in our country. This also provided young people with experience over in different countries to go over, and it gave them culture. It allowed them to see what other countries was like and to help them out and connect with other people. President John F. Kennedy was a leader that built a presidency on humility, peace, and determination. He was a strong-willed president and set high goals for America, but never lost faith in it, that it would be achieved. I think that's very important as a president, and we saw that through his goal as to get a man to the moon, return him safely. President Kennedy was an honored president, and although his life was taken too soon, his legacy he left behind will never be forgotten. Thank you.